First opened way back in 1924, but renovated in 2002. There's a look inside venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Cleveland Browns and the Chicago Bears. The shadows starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And on the ground they go with the running back. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Dante Hightower on the stop.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. They just do get the play off as he'll look to throw. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards on the play. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 49-yard line.
Detroit! Watch him now, Barney!
On play action, they'll throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Watch him now, Barney!
Mike's 56.
Gun!
I'm coming after you.
Detroit!
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Maybe he telegraphed it a little bit right there. You've got a cornerback knowing that he's going against a rookie quarterback. He stepped in and picked it.
You think he had a great week of preparation, looking forward to this opportunity? And the second part of that is, when you're a young quarterback, you are going to stare down targets, but oftentimes your playbook hasn't expanded to give you full field reads as well. Makes it a little bit tougher for him.
They'll start with Hunt on the ground, and he'll get this one up to about his 14. Malik McDowell there to make the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Mike 51.
Now Hunt. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down. On third down, Mayfield. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now fourth down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division, looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number one goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number two goal is win your division. Number three goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. They'll look to throw here. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, you can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Watch it now, Barney. Barney.
They go play action here on first down. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
Over.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for third down. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
No. Check. Patriot. Over.
Back to throw. He goes full extension, and he's got it. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a first down.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it, and he got it. This quarterback now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10.
Everyone come forward. 4 down. Mike 56. Mike 56. You don't want none of that.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. I don't think that was a blitz, was it?
No, not at all. I mean, there was no blitz called on the play. Had other responsibilities, but he saw an opportunity, saw a path, and he took it.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
Hey, we are...
Gun, gun! Gun, gun!
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
They'll drop the throw. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. And Charles got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Watch him now, Barney. Barney. Detroit! Detroit!
Looking to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long.
Keep playing hard, fellas, all day. Woo! Let's get it.
Here comes the Bears punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. The Browns offense heading back out to take possession. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a 1st down. They'll run. This is Hunt. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On the run, this is Hunt. Fights loose. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
And they'll run it here. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
The Bears offense now heading back out onto the field. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
Watch him now, Barney. Barney. Detroit! Detroit!
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. This guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
Check 37. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Watch him now, Barney.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
There's nothing like pressure to affect the accuracy and the timing of a guy trying to throw the football. And on that play, they ended up flushing him to his left, contacted him as he's trying to throw the football, and that led to the incompletion.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll run it here with Hunt. And an alley to run. It's a big play there for the Browns. 41 yards. Yardage-wise, he's in the top handful of backs in the league so far this season. A great run there.
He's going to love that standing when it comes to contract time. But even more so, his team loves it because he gives them an identity and sets a tone.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. The nice footwork gets him just inside the 10 to the 9, but no further. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. Give him 5 on the screen play, and that'll set up a 3rd down. Third and short yardage, Mayfield. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. In for the score. And the Browns are able to cash in for 6. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Extra point up and good by Catanzaro. And it's now a 7-0 game. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Now the Bears offense ready to take over again. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say that great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I remember
going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
Gun, gun! Gun, gun!
You got 4.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney!
Switch it. Come on, switch it.
Now a play fake here on first down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Dante Hightower not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Take it to the right. Move.
All right, now, Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Watch 12.
Over!
56 to Mike.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Gun, gun! Gun, gun!
Everyone's got 4. 4 down.
Following the interception, Mayfield. Over the middle to Beckham. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
Hey, we got 4.
Mayfield on play action. And he'll be wrapped up around the waist and pushed down. 1:59 to go in the first half. We're back to Soldier Field following this short break. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Mayfield now. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Here's Mayfield. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, nice spin.
Oh, that brought back bad memories.
And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And they give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Earlier this half, you were wondering how the defense was going to handle him defensively. Were they going to bottle him up at different levels, so to speak, is what you said. What have you seen so far?
Well, I think they've been absolutely terrific because it feels like on every play. If we were watching this in the film room, when you clicked off the film or stopped it, you would see 11 shirts of that same color right there in the frame trying to tackle him. That's what you're looking for.
They'll set up to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
The Bears on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Gun! Watch Watch you now, Barney. Barney.
Undercrush, undercrush.
Gun, gun. Gun, gun.
They'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off around the 27. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. This quarterback now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10. From the gun, Mayfield. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. This quarterback now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. Mayfield now from the 50. Fighting through pressure, but now he's swallowed up and taken down. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Final play of the half, Mayfield. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So we come upon halftime, and it's the visiting Browns with the lead. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this 3rd quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Mayfield on 1st down. He'll leave it for Hunt, complete. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll make it 2nd down. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
Being chased out left. And he couldn't get rid of the football, trying to buy a little time, but he'll just tuck it and go down.
We are seeing two really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
Is there any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels?
The Browns on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd down and 12. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And this is going to be incomplete. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Bears now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter 3.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, all right? And I think we would see up on the grease boards, stop them defensively, get the ball back for the offense, and let's go downfield and score. Seems simple, right? The last part, we have to find out that's going to happen. But the first part worked to perfection. Did exactly what they wanted, and now their offense has to pay it off.
See if they can get the latter 50%. No gain, and it's 2nd down. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. They'll set up a throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And certainly some style points there on the spin. Not a whole lot thereafter, but still a pretty good gain. Give him 7 on the play, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
Detroit! Detroit! Hey, guys, check me out. We got 3 down, but we got to stand up over there. Motion! Hot! The mic, boys, 56. Check, 56. Watch him now, Barney! Okay, just like that.
He'll look to throw. And the 3rd down pass falls incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. And the Browns getting set to go. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Lucky 56! Lucky 56!
Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. Caught left side, it's Beckham. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Mayfield now on 2nd down. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
The Browns on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Mayfield looks to throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
He's the NFL sack leader coming into the game, and now that's 2 more that he's added to his total.
He wants some separation from spot 1 and 2 in that sack category. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working and call more of that.
Watch you now, Barney! Barney! Watch the edge!
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. He'll drop to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off near the 42. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line. Thought they had something going there to break that goose egg here in the second half, but to no avail.
Hope was alive until that interception. What a terrific play, taking the ball away after it looked like they were starting a drive.
And now that shutout still standing. You know that's something those defensive guys hold a lot of pride on, too.
No doubt about it. They are excited about where they are in this game.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
First play of the drive, excellent run. Just sets up wash, rinse, repeat. Another first down.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. T.J. Green with a pick, and he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Gun!
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball. And we see yet another errant throw as a result.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
Let's go! Blue 90! Blue 90!
Watch twist!
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Over!
56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56.
Gun! 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 Gun!
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
The Bears on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8.
Gun, gun! Gun, gun! Gun, gun! Gun, gun!
26 Mike, 26 Mike.
Over, over! Over, over! Over, over! Over, over! Over, over! Over, over!
Now back to throw. And it's caught inside the 30. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
Gun, gun! Gun, gun! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Over, 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 over. Watch him now, Barney, Barney. Gun, 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 gun.
26 Mike, 26 Mike.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. He's going to take a shot. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. As his guys are in for 6, and the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game. Will Lutz on for the point after.
All drives that result in points hurt a defense, but when they are the sustained variety, play after play, and they just can't get off the field and stop them, that can be demoralizing.
Lutz good on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Browns offense back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to tackle. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this is picked up by the Bears. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
We got it.
All right,
The
now,
Bears
lucky
in good
56.
field position to
Lucky
start
56.
out 1st and 10.
Gun, gun! Gun, gun! Detroit! Detroit!
34, eyes on 34.
Hot! Hot!
Back to throw here. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Back now at Soldier Field. 7-7 is our score. Pretty even matchup so far as we start quarter number 4.
Section 19, 133, C6. You just won a free desktop computer. Please stop by the solution shop on the lower level at the conclusion of the game to pick up your prize. And don't forget to bring your ticket.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down.
Detroit! Detroit! Over, 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 over!
Shift. 26.
Detroit! Detroit!
They'll look to throw here. And he's going to go down again.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sacked are on their play sheet.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Gun, gun! Gun, gun! All right, now, lucky 56. 56. Lucky 56.
56 to Mike. 56 is the Mike. Let's go, let's go.
They'll look to throw. He's going to go for a big play. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Mayfield to throw it. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. He only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming.
I know you felt that one. I know you felt that one.
Bang, 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 bang. Now let's go. Green 39, green 39. Back 99 Philly, here we go.
Mike 51, Mike 51.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? A little antsy on the left side of the line.
Yeah, I think they got the guy in the end. I think they got the DN there on that one. And let's face it, he is so amped up. Wanting to get a good get off on the snap, jump too quickly.
And the penalty, a big assist to this offense. Now it's 3rd and 3. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Dancing to his left. Able to power through. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Malik McDowell in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. And now the Bears coming out as they get ready. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
Now, Barney.
And they'll go on the ground. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24.
Check. Over.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 3rd down and 10. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Gun! 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 Alert! Alert! 3 down! 3 down! Watch him now, Barney! Barney! Gun! Gun!
And the blitz does come. And that is incomplete.
So this is what happens when you throw interceptions. That confident veneer that you have gets chipped away a little bit. Maybe a little bit gun-shy throwing it around.
Yeah, underthrowing him there, and you're right. Those interceptions may be in the back of his mind. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. That's pulled in at the 32. Now a late flag comes in as they got him down via the face mask, and that'll give him even better starting position. A lack of discipline defensively on 4th down, and now that leads to a 1st and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. And now running right through it. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Here's Hunt. And he's got about 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 25.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard.
Check. Patriot! Patriot!
This is Hunt. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play, and that's going to lead them to 4th down. Have to kick this field goal, don't you?
No question about it. Look at the clock. Look at the situation. Kick the field goal.
Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he's going to have a 1st down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down.
That's it, baby!
Number 44.
Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. Now they'll run it on the toss. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. It's the fullback. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Browns are able to cash in for 6. Important extra point up and through. And that makes the score 14-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Onto the field now come the Bears. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Detroit! Detroit! Mike 56! Mike 56! No. Check. Patriot. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
He's back to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. A good pickup there, 26 yards. First down now, but that clock rolling.
Now you're right on the edge of field goal range. You've still got time, but get up to the line of scrimmage and get set.
Detroit! Watch it now, Barney!
He'll look to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. It's a gain of 5, and that'll make it second down.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
Watch it now, Barney! Gun!
Back to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
Let's go! 3-19! Army! Watch it now, Barney!
Back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game.
Leopard! Watch it now, Barney!
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for the Browns, they're setting themselves up as a major contenders. They move to 8-1 now on the year. And they'll have another road date next week with us.